Welcome to the Mom Keys to Mental Peace podcast. I am your host and sister in Christ, Tari Kaya Allen Butler. This is a podcast for millennial moms who struggle with limiting beliefs and want to learn how to make over their mindsets and level up their lifestyle in faith, family, finances, and fitness. Tap in each week for the Mom Keys to Mental Peace podcast, where you will learn major keys to stop coming up short on your goals and start leveling up for the type of lifestyle you desire God's way. Ready to level up? Let's do it. All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to another podcast episode of the Mom Keys to Mental Peace podcast, and welcome to all of our new listeners. I'm so happy to have you here. Just a few quick announcements before we hop into today's talk. So the whole theme this month is on organization and getting our minds and our lives in order and together with our forever busy schedule as a mom out here in this life, because there's always something to do, always something on that to-do list. So I would love to invite you all to join me on September 24th for a live virtual masterclass titled Mommy Management Monthly Plan Masterclass, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to balance self-care and care for your family without feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to help you to declutter your thoughts and organize your life to achieve total life harmony. I'll be sharing the mommy management system that I have been using myself for 3 years now. Keep in mind that I, host this podcast. I send out weekly emails to my community. I bake cookies. I have a career. I'm a mom of 3. So you definitely want to tap in and be connected to figure out, how am I managing and balancing all these things? It's with my mommy management system, okay? And I'm going to teach you how. Again, this class will be live and it will be virtual, so I'll send you out the link. Replays will be available if you're not able to visit us live or join us live. And again, it will be on September 24th. Now, if you sign up now for that class, there are some resources available right now, and there are limited spaces available. So be sure that you don't wait till the last minute. Because I want to give quality one-on-one help and feedback to you all on, specific things that you have going on in your schedule. I want to be able to give you that feedback, okay? And also, aunties are welcome, even though it's called Mommy Management Monthly Plan. That's a tongue twister. Even though it's called Mommy Management Monthly Plan, there we go. Aunties are welcome, okay? Everybody has a schedule or things that they're trying to keep up with. So if this is something that would benefit you or a mama that you know, be sure to share this out with them. And I hope to see you there and that you all join me. All right, so let's hop into today's episode. The title is 5 Tools That Will Help You Stay Organized, okay? So I'm going to go through what those tools are today. But definitely at the Mommy Management Masterclass, I'm going to go deeper, okay? Giving you step-by-step of how to use each tool. So right now, this is just kind of a general overview of things that you can use. Right now, some things you already have or some things that are low cost that will help you to stay organized, all right? So before we get into those things, I just want to give a little bit of biblical background on what it means to be organized and to have order. So God is a God of order and organization. Everything that God chooses to do is in order and it's on purpose. As we know, God is a very intentional God with everything that he does. And we can see this true in his character in Genesis chapter 1, where he creates the world. Everything was in order. Everything had an intentional purpose, and it was done a strategic way. So day 1, he made light. He separated light and darkness. Day 2, he made the ocean and the sky. Day 3, he made dry ground and plants. Day 4, he made the sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, he made the birds and the sea creatures. Day 6, he made land animals and humans. And day 7, as we know, he rested. So just taking a look at the schedule of creation, look at how strategic it was for God to make the ocean and the sky before he decided to make birds and sea creatures, right? So if he made the birds and the sea creatures first, where were they going to live, right? What environment would they have to thrive in? Even the way that he set up the whole world before he made humans last, he made sure that the atmosphere was made, the environment was set, that there were plants, and we all know that trees give us a benefit for oxygen, that there was enough water on this earth and planet for us to live and function in. So as we can see here, the way that God chose to create the earth, the days that he chose to create the things that he created were all intentional, right? Each creation was strategic for the next thing to be created. So to me, this just says, if this is a character trait of God or something that God finds important, order and organization, that lets me know that God wants you to have order and organization in your life too. When you have order and organization in your life, it brings peace of mind, y'all. Hence, this whole platform, Mom Keys to Mental Peace. As a mom, our brains are always going with things to do for ourselves, for our children, for our spouse, for our community, for our job. There's always something going on, right? We have to come up with a system or a way to manage all of these things, or we will constantly feel overwhelmed. And I think that's the thing that we feel like just comes along with motherhood, or we just accept, like, I'm going to always be stressed, I'm going to always be overwhelmed. That doesn't have to be your story, sis. If you make intentional decisions and plans in place, that doesn't have to be your story. You can go through this motherhood life, this wifehood life, this businesswoman life, and flow in it effortlessly. Flow in it with less stress or no stress at all, right? Because you have the things in plan. Be intentional and use the tools that you already have to declutter and organize your thoughts so you can achieve total life harmony without feeling overwhelmed, okay? All right, so let's hop into it. 5 tools that you need to stay organized. The first tool that you need is a calendar. And again, like I said, some of these tools you already have. You're just not using them, or they're low-cost things that you can get. So the first thing is a calendar. If you have a smartphone, we all have a calendar on our phone. You can also use Google Calendar on your computer. And I know that depending on what email you're signed in on your phone, you can connect your Google Calendar from your computer and your phone together. So say you add something on your calendar to your phone, well, it automatically populates and then will pop up on your computer as well, or saved in your computer calendar as well. This is a great tool to use so that you're not having to strategically add each thing to each place. It kind of does it for you, right? And check out last week's episode where we talked about multitasking versus multiplying. So this is a strategy you can use, right? Connecting both of those calendars together. Another form of a calendar you can use is like a dry erase board. That is the type that I have at my house. I got it from Hobby Lobby, where it has the month at the top, the days of the week, and then all of the squares, which I fill in the information there. This is a great tool to have for like your whole family, for everyone to see, for everyone to get involved so the family knows what's going on. I keep mine in the kitchen. That's a pretty central location that everyone goes. So yes, a dry erase board or a dry erase calendar format. Another form of a calendar that you can have is a planner. Those good old-fashioned planners. I know Marshall's has some really good cute ones. Walmart, they have planners as well. But this is something that you more so have to keep up with. Now, I used to use a planner like back in the day especially in school with keeping up with my assignments. But now I just feel like it's easier for me to use my phone or my computer because it's not something I have to hold and keep up with. But if you are responsible and you like that, pencil to paper way of keeping up with things, then a planner is a great tool for you to use. And another calendar is that good old-fashioned, the flip calendar. So y'all know they come out with new calendars every year. I know at Walmart, I've seen some at Dollar Tree, where each month at the top is like a themed picture. So like if you're into cats, then you have like 12 cats, or what is it, how they would have like the men of the month for those calendar pictures, like Mr. February and things like that. That's more so what I'm getting at. You can do that old school flip calendar. Again, keep it in a central location in your home or at your office, at your job, or wherever, just somewhere visual that you can see where you're writing your things down for the calendar. All right, the second tool that you need is markers, colorful pens, or colored pencils. Now, I say this because I use a color-coded system, and again, I'll go deeper into this at the Mommy Management Masterclass, but this helps you to create similar to like a key for what each event means that you put in your calendar, and putting them in categories. This really helps with that too. So for example, you might write every task in pink for your self-care activities. You might write in yellow your kids' activities. So say that they have doctor's appointments or dentist appointments. You will put that in yellow so that you know this is something for your kids. Or if you have a spouse or your boo or whatever, and y'all are trying to be intentional about date nights, you can write that in red on your calendar, okay? So having those color pencils, markers, and things, it helps to create that key. Now, if you are keeping track of your calendar in your phone or on your computer, there's a little icon that has a color that you can change and color coordinate as well. And again, I'll go deeper into this at the masterclass. But definitely some type of colors to make categories for all of your events on that calendar is very helpful. All right, the third tool that you can use to help you stay organized is the notes section of your phone. I love my notes section. I have a lot of different categories, but one of the main things that you can do or use your notes section for is to come up with a to-do list for the day. Just click your notes section, have one little folder of to-do lists, right? You can put the date on it. And I know mine, it has like an option that I can do like bullet points or a box. And I love that box because when I tap it, it can cross out my completed tasks. And things like that just make me happy. It's the organizer in me. So definitely utilize those tools for the notes section of your phone, for your to-do list. In this area, you can also keep up with your groceries and house needs, right? So I just have a running list of things that we need. When we run out of toilet paper, bam, I add it to my list in my notes section. We need paper towels, I add that to my list. Dish detergent, laundry detergent. If there's a meal that I want to cook, I just keep a running list of the ingredients I need or things that we run out of. Use your notes section to keep track of that. You can also use your notes section in your phone to keep track of your weekly menu. So just have a tab or a folder for your menu for the week, and you decide what you all are going to eat on Sunday night. Go ahead and go through and put everything there in that notes section. Now, this is something that I've just done in the notes section of my phone. That's been pretty helpful for me. Is keeping track of my wish list. So I know like certain websites like Amazon, you might see something you like, but you're not ready to buy it now. So you put it on your wish list. So I have a running list of items that I want to get. Maybe certain shoes that I want to buy, or certain house decor items that I would like to purchase in the future. So it's not things that I'm buying right now. It's just my wish list for things that I'm considering or thinking of. And another thing that I keep track of in the notes section is events that I want to go to. So this is also something new I've been doing. So I might see an event coming up and I'll save that event, the date, maybe the price of the ticket or whatever's going on in the notes section of my phone, so that it's on, because we can screenshot stuff and it's going to get lost in that gallery and you're not going to think about it anymore, right? But if your notes section is a place that you go to frequently in your phone, you're more likely to see it and actually show up for that event. Hence, you practicing self-care. I know that has been a big issue that I've noticed with my audience, is that they're not able to, they feel like they don't have the time for self-care. But if you have that running list of, things you might want to do by yourself or with your homegirls, then you're more likely to show up for that, okay? All right, the fourth thing that will help you stay organized is the Excel spreadsheet. Now, this is where I keep track of all of my financial things. So I keep track of my expenses, and I have a color coordinated system for that as well. I keep track of my savings. I keep track of the debt that I'm paying off. I keep track of my paydays, and I keep track of my bills, their due date, and the amount. All of this on Excel spreadsheet. If you're not familiar with Excel spreadsheet, I highly recommend that you attend the course, because I'm going to go by step and show you how to set it up in a way that it just runs itself throughout the year. Really, all you have to do is copy and paste, make a few adjustments each month, but it pretty much is set up and runs itself for the year. Okay? And the last tool that you can use to help you stay organized is social media. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know that this tool is available, but I know for sure on Instagram and Facebook, you know how you might see something you like, right? And it has that little tab where you can save it. So you can save it, but it's all just, populating a whole mess of things that are saved, kind of like your camera roll, right? Just no type of rhyme or reason or order or list. So there's a tool that you can use on Instagram where you can make folders for your saved posts that you see, or your saved videos. So I love saving recipes or dinner ideas, hairstyles, fashion styles, workouts. That's a big one that I save. Restaurants that I want to go to and try, travel ideas that I want to try, and local things to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to save, the reel or the meme or whatever you see, and there's an option for you to create a folder for it. That way, when you see a recipe, you're not just saving it to a saved folder, you're saving it to a specific place, save to food. You see a cute hairstyle, save to hairstyles, okay? And that, I will say, it increases my chances to actually use the things that I save. Because again, like that camera roll, you can screenshot, you can save all you want to. But if it's not in the forefront of your face, or you're not thinking about it, you're not going to visit it again, right? So this has definitely helped me, especially with dinner nights. When I'm trying to figure out what we're going to eat, I just go to my foods folder on Instagram, and I have one on Facebook too, and as well as Pinterest. Now Pinterest, you can make actual pin boards. But that's kind of what this is like on social media now, your own little boards or folders that you're saving. But having access to that is a lot easier to pick out meals for dinner. Like I said, they're right there. I just have to go through and make a choice of things that I've already saved, okay? So I highly recommend that. So I'm just going to run back through the 5 tools you can use to help you stay organized, which is a calendar, markers, pens, colored pencils, things like that, the notes section of your phone, Excel spreadsheet, and social media, okay? And just a quick reflection, what are some tools that you already have that you can start using? And what are some tools that you need to get to help you stay organized more? All right, so that is all that I have for you today. Today was kind of short and sweet, but still impactful. If you are not, please follow me on both Instagram and Facebook. I would love to have you join the Mom Keys to Mental Peace community, where I share out weekly blogs and emails and resources that I don't share on my social media platform. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast as well as the YouTube channel if you prefer to watch the live video replays. They will be there. And if you have been enjoying this podcast, be sure to rate, share, and leave a review. All right. You all take care, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye.